Right, go. Right, okay. Right, come on. Well, hello. How are you doing? You all right? Hope you're all fine and dandy. Super. I'm in big chair, director's chair today. Right. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a, well, basically, it's a video about an image which, sorry, an image with a twist. And I'll give you a little bit of update as well to what I've been up to. But really, that's mainly what I'm kind of going along them lines of. I've just been busy with work, and I've not actually started the second part of the business, which is up in the Lake District, and that's chocker at the moment, but that's going to start next month. So I just thought I'd pre-warn you that you'll not see so much of me probably this year. Because, you know, my hands are tied. I've got 2 family members which are not really well at the moment. So it's out of my hands. But any time I get, I will dedicate it to you and the paranormal side, viewers and subscribers. But yeah, so like I say, the W.H.I.T team went out last week. To a location, and of course I was working, so I couldn't make it. It was a day and night thing as well, so keep your eye on, you know, Mick McLaren's channel and Cryptid's Britannia channel with young Harlem H, because he might do something, but I know Mick is definitely doing something. I'm sure he will do something. It might be on tomorrow because he uploads videos on a Friday. Usually, if he can make it and get everything timed up and edited. It might be next week, I don't know. I'll only speak to him later on tonight, but of course, I've already done this video. So basically, yeah, so like I say, I do apologise, but anytime I get, it'll be for you guys. But basically, right, let me get on to this actual image with a twist. Now, it's a good few years back. I mean, you know, a really long time to be fair. And it kind of started was we were friends, whatnot, and we were, I think we were in France, I believe, at the time, and we were skiing, and we'd had our tea, and we got chatting, and you know, they got on about ghosts like they do because we were just lads and there, and we were just talking and whatnot. And let's call him, it's not his original name, let's call him Pete, my friend. We'll call him Peter. He said, I've got a picture for you. He said, you'll like this. He said, I know you've always, you know, a little bit on the paranormal side of things. And I said, oh yeah, like, you know, Peter. I said, you know, have you got it? He said, well, he said, I tell you what, he said, and he shouted somebody, and he said, and your wife got the picture of, you know, he said, yeah, she has. He said, well, will you get it? Send it over and I can show. So that's what he did. And I looked at it and was really took back by it. And I was like, God, that's a, you know, that is kind of, does make you, I mean, even somebody who's a bit skeptic will pull the armchair up a little bit to the telly and look, you know, it does definitely give you that, you know, is it pareidolia? Is it? Yeah, but there's definitely something there. But like I said, I've got hold of the picture because I bumped into him a couple of weeks ago, and I'd remembered this picture for years and years, but I'd not really seen him, and I kept forgetting when I'd seen him, and you know, and we kept missing anyway. I said to him, I said, listen, Peter, I said, have you got that image of? And he went, yeah. He said, it's on my phone. I said, you're joking? He said, no. He said, I know where it is in my library. He said, I'll send it you. And he sent it me. Now, the person we're going to call in the image is Mike. We'll call it Mike. That's not his original name, but we'll call him Mike. So, basically, when I got the image and I was, you know, talking to him face to face, I said, well, hang on. I said, well, yeah, we've got the image. I said, but Peter, tell me about the person. And he said, right. I said, well, it's good. He said, I'm glad you said that. He said, because there is the back thing to it, this person. And I went, right, okay. And he said, well, basically, when Mike was younger, he said it was not like, you know, he was always nicking stuff and stuff like that kind of thing, and he kind of got known for it, you know, and they kind of, it was the way were then. It was the police when they went somewhere, they thought, you know, it'll be Mike. They make this, definitely Mike. You know, like how they used to use the nose. They didn't have computers then. I mean, it must have been fantastic then, at them days without computer, I would have thought. You know, you click one link to another and then they link and then you've more or less got the answer. I mean, it's a bit like the Yorkshire Ripper, you know, where the Yorkshire Ripper was found out by actual policeman who kind of, they collared him because he was on false plates. And they'd already interviewed him 10 times. And this Bobby thought, hang on a minute. He says, you know, when we arrested him, he kind of, you know, he went for a quick whittle and I'll just go back. So he kind of used his nose. And when he went back, they found the hammer on the wall. And that's how they got, you know, the Yorkshire Ripper. And of course, like I said, with computers, that, you know, they didn't have really, it was the stages of early computers, but if I remember right, there was that much paperwork for the Yorkshire, you know, the Yorkshire Ripper, that they had to have the floor strengthened because of the weight of the paper. But, you know, eventually it was found, thank God. But yeah, that was down to good old, you know, a link here and a link there. But yeah, so getting back to what I was saying, that, you know, the Bobbies, you know, it definitely Mike. Right, okay, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they kept getting caught, and eventually he hit a brick wall, and he turned to God. Now, when he hit this wall, he went on the straight and narrow, but he went on it really hard. He went, you know, to church every Sunday and all that kind of thing, you know, praying to God and, you know, all that, what they do. And it really changed as a person. But he said, when he used to talk to Peter and other people in, you know, his workplace, I'm not going to mention his workplace because it's a professional place. That's why I've changed names as well. He kept saying, you know, there's a spirit, there's an entity, it's following me. Now, I don't know where this first started, but he said, you know, sometimes I can see it, sometimes I can feel it, and everybody was like, yeah, whatever, can be, yeah, all right, yeah, you know how it is with the paranormal. So anyway, on this occasion, he was kind of telling an encounter or something in this room, and Peter was there at the same time, and he was, you know, talking about it and what he sees and what he, you know, feels around him. And somebody took a picture on an old mobile, you know, the very early kind of mobile cameras. But like I said, the pictures, it's good, but it's not as good as what it is today. And when he kind of looked on his phone, he went, have you seen this? And they were all a bit gobsmacked, because apparently Peter said that what it actually said it was, he actually described it down to a T. So, you know, everybody was a bit baffled. And then from that day, they started taking him a bit more serious, you know. So, like I said, I've got this picture. And, as well, just I'll backtrack there, that he actually said as well, Peter, that they went on holiday once. And like I said, he was that dedicated to his religion side of things, that they went on holiday and he was there and he started swearing. Something had happened and he started swearing. And Peter said to him, he said, Mike, you know, and he went, and he kind of went quiet a bit. Anyway, things cooled down and they went off and he's with them. And then next thing, Peter turns around and says, where's he gone, Mike? Where's he gone? That's strange. Anyway, when he appeared, they found out he'd gone to church because he'd been swearing and he was so religious. He'd gone to church, you know, to say, I'm sorry, God, you know. So yeah, so eventually, you know, like I said, I've got this picture. We know he's a very religious person, and I just wanted to show you all because it's not actually, for my knowledge, it's not actually been on the internet. It never has been, I don't believe. So yeah, so what I'll do, I will put it up at the end of this actual update and description of the story to this actual image, and just comment below. Just let me, you know, just whatever you see, just comment below and let me know. But like I say, it's very interesting. Also as well, I'll leave it on. I'll not just put it on and then just take it off. I'll leave it on for a couple of minutes, and then what I'll do, I'll zoom in and you can have a look at the features. Now, at the time as well, I did say to him the other week, I said, was there a flash involved? And he said, yeah, there was a flash because it was a dark room. He said, definitely there was a flash. I said, right, okay, so bear that in mind. But also as well, if you actually think it's something to do with, you know, the flash going off something else or whatever, just comment below, let me know. But if you do, when it zooms in coming towards the end of the video, you'll have a look around this area because you'll have a little bit of a shock. But to me, I think it's one of the, you know, the best, for what I've seen, it's up there definitely with one of the best ghosts images I've seen, to be fair. But that's my own, you know, preference on it. But yeah, so just have a look and comment below, and I'll have a read up, and then, you know, we'll have a good discussion. But like I said, it's never been seen before, apart from the people who were, you know, and that actual workplace. So yeah, so like I said, I'll try and get some more stuff in, but I will leave you with one thing to think about, actually, while we're on the religious side of things. And have you ever asked yourself why people always say money is the root to all evil? But why did they give it to the church? On that note, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon, and take care. Bye-bye for now.